April wraps up, we want to recognize the month as National Internship Awareness Month. Internships are a great way to learn and get ready for a potential career. So to share their internship experiences from different aspects of life, I'm joined by Meghan Rothschild, a professor and small business owner, Lynn Kennedy of the Log Cabin and Delaney House, and Ismary Santiago-Lug of NEPM Media Lab. How are you all today?
Doing well, thank you.
Yes, so I'm excited to talk about this. You know, I remember internships. I know how much they can help. So Meghan, I want to ask you first, from a professor's point of view,
Sure.
Why are internships so important, and how do you encourage students to get one?
Yeah, I mean, internships are so important because in the classroom, the students are really passively learning, right? It's a professor standing up. Maybe it's a good professor who's engaging the students, but you're kind of sitting there paying attention to what the teacher is talking about. Whereas an internship, you're getting that hands-on experience. You're out in the field. You're able to actually do the work. And I remember my internship sort of steering me in the direction of what I didn't want to do, just as much as what I did want to do.
Right.
So I think it gives students the opportunity to really reevaluate what their major is and sort of fine-tune what the type of career is that you're going to go after once you've graduated.
And the time to do it is in college, because you can play around and see what you like better. Once you're in the career, it's a little bit harder to change.
Yeah, I was going to say the risk is a little bit lower when you're actually still in school. You can go out there and test the waters, but you know, once you get that full-time job, you're kind of stuck until you get another one. So it definitely allows students to take that risk early on and decide, is this the career path for me, or do I want to pivot a little bit and maybe take some additional classes elsewhere or try an internship in a different area of my field.
Right. Ismary, you were an intern that turned into an employee. Tell me about that experience.
Yeah, so
it was a success story.
It was a success story. I moved here from Puerto Rico in 2016 after graduating college. So my internship experience was post-college, and I didn't really know a lot of people in the area. And I knew that I wanted to explore the field of communications because that's what my degree is on. So I knocked on the door at then WGBY, now NEPM, and I got to intern with Connecting Point first and the Presencia after. And it was a great experience. I got to meet some amazing people. I got to meet my mentors, and I got to connect with the community, right, and get to know the area a little better.
True, yeah.
Unfortunately, after those two internships, I needed a full-time job, so I went to work at a school. I had to take a break from communications, but my mentors always made sure to stay in touch with me and make sure that opportunities were shared with me. So after 5 years working at a school, I ended up becoming a teacher and falling in love with the field of education, and end up hearing about this education opportunity at NEPM Media Lab. And it's just been like a full circle moment for me, because I get to pass on the knowledge I got while I was an intern, and I get to just share my experiences with the students and just live sorry.
No, that's okay. But it helped you tremendously, you know, and kind of, Meghan, going off of what you were saying is, you kind of figure out what you want. It worked for you, but also at the same time, you made those connections. With an internship, you're also meeting different people that eventually, for your point, are going to help you get a job someday.
Exactly. Yeah, that's another huge benefit to students. It's like you're meeting all these new people, and if a job opens up and someone knows your work ethic, you can just they can just plug you into that role. So it's a great opportunity.
Lynn, from the business perspective, you have interns.
Yes.
How helpful is it for people that already have their careers to have someone to help them?
It's extremely helpful, especially for an industry like ours, where we are doing event planning and marketing on a regular basis. And that is an industry where the trends are changing all of the time. And for us to bring in youthful energy, new ideas, it keeps us fresh. It keeps our team really on their toes. They get excited because not only are they given the opportunity to manage somebody that they technically, or in a typical situation, wouldn't be a manager, they now have an opportunity to grow from their professional perspective, but then they also have new, fresh ideas that they can also give back to the student as well. So it's a really full circle opportunity for not only just the intern themselves, but also for a team member who typically wouldn't be challenged by having a direct report. They now get that opportunity.
Right, absolutely. And at the Log Cabin and the Delaney House specifically, how hands-on is that internship? Because I know that's a big thing too, when they actually get to work and get a feel for it, instead of maybe just, you know, sitting around around all day.
It's very hands-on. They typically come through our doors through the sales office, and that's where we start them. But as we work with them, we may find that they may be better off in an operational role, and we'll send them upstairs to our operational team, and they'll act as a supervisor to run an event or stand next to a supervisor as they're running an event. So when we bring our interns in, we don't try to pigeonhole them into one avenue or one path. We like them to experience all the offerings that we have, which are so many. So it's definitely a great growth opportunity for so many.
And Meghan, is there a place where students can go and that just lists a bunch of, I'm almost thinking like an Indeed of internships or something like that?
I mean, so we're at whatever college or university you're at, you should have a career center that has access to those types of opportunities. Being a business owner and a professor, I constantly get emails from Springfield College asking me, hey, do you have internships at your place of business? So I would say start with the career center because they should be able to help point you in the right direction if they don't have a database themselves.
Sure. Hey, I'll put it out there if you want to be a mass appeal intern.
There you go. See, recruiting. I love that.
Perfect. Well, listen, thank you all for joining me today, sharing your experiences and different aspects. I'm sure this is going to be very helpful for college students if they're not already on that.
Yeah.
So good to see you all.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.